Hey everyone, I'm Riza. I work with business owners every day, helping them navigate the real side of running a business, especially when it comes to payments and taking care of their team. Through WOW, we support businesses with payment processing, payroll, and even merchant cash advances. But honestly, it's less about the service and more about making their life and things simpler for them, more efficient, and less stressful behind the scenes. So in this podcast, we're not here to sell you anything. We're here to talk about the real journey of building a business, the wins, the struggles, and everything in between.
I wanted this freedom, I wanted this power.
Is it better to work for someone for 9 to 5?
Welcome, Rezan.
thank you so much.
Before we get into everything, just tell us a little about you and what you do.
My name is Rezan, and again, thank you so much for inviting me here. How did I get into restaurant business? I think being, first of all, immigrant is like the dream of everyone to have like a restaurant of their own cuisine. It's been a while. This is the second time I'm trying to get into the restaurant business. Now, currently, I am operating one of the locations of Holy Pita. It's just me and my friend. He started it, and I just jumped into the locations with them, and now we are operating together as a family, basically. So this is how we are running the Holy Pita right now.
That's amazing. So what made you do this in the first place? Because nobody really wakes up and says, I'd love payroll stress.
Especially after COVID, what I realized is just working for someone, or is it better to work for someone for 9 to 5, or is it your business?
Yeah.
I think when it's your business, something that you can run, it gives you a more energy and satisfaction, because you can just build up and the limit is sky for you. I think that's the idea behind that.
I agree, totally. When did it start feeling for you when was that moment you thought, oh, this is actually on me now?
So it's absolutely, I'm personally a foodie person. I love it. Oh my God, who doesn't? So, and my friend, we have been talking about this one for a long time. So we are friends from the college time, and we came here, and then this idea came up, and I was absolutely, we definitely can do something. Our goal is not just operating 1-2 locations, which is we have 2 locations now, and hopefully we just want to expand, become a franchise. Our cuisine is a Middle Eastern, a Mediterranean cuisine.
Yes.
Basically, we have falafels, we have hummus. Most of our products are coming from overseas.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it's basically the authenticity of the Mediterranean here in New York. And we're just trying to expand that and introduce the people here in New York.
Amazing. That sounds really great. And I've actually tried it. It's amazing. The serving itself is really great for one person alone, Every business teaches you something the hard way, right? So has been your most expensive lesson so far in running this business or in your other businesses?
Oh yeah, I'm a person who quite get into multiple businesses, and so the restaurant is one of them. Of course, the lesson is not coming for free, especially when you just I think the lesson and what I spent most on it was my time.
Yeah.
When you dedicated your time for a period of time, that's the most valuable thing you can spend on something. Putting the money or losing the money is on the side. You can make the money, but the time you spend on it is just I think is the price of it is the time, and I lost so much time. But I think that comes with the experience, which is valuable to me.
Correct. Nothing is wasted effort in running a business.
Absolutely.
100%. If you could go back to the early days and fix one decision, what would it be? Would you change anything that you have done before?
I think it's just trying is what's the important. I wouldn't have what I learned along the way before. So I think it's just keep trying. Even if you fail, just keep try. That's what I learned. And the hesitation is never bringing anything back. That's how I see it.
People see the wins, what you're saying, right? But they don't always see the pressure. When do you feel it the most in your business?
Absolutely when it's the end of the week and you just looking at the numbers and you're just what did I do right and wrong? That's the time when you just face the reality of the business, basically. So I think that's where you just you have to pay the workers, you have to pay the bills, and you have to just manage everything, and along with the customers, there's like a business side, which is really challenging.
I agree. Would you say that like the hardest part of like running a business is more on like hiring the right people? Is it part of it? Like trusting the people that will also help you bring the business?
I mean, absolutely. Like the working with the right people is the most important thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's not like, even if it's like a successful business, if you are not working with the right people, that absolutely doesn't worth anything, which I have done that couple times, like partnering with the wrong people, it can like create a disaster for you. So that's why it's just like people you are working with is absolutely like one of the most crucial things that you can do.
What would be the huge chunk of, let's say, the expense or like, you know, the bleeding part of the financial side of the business in general? Based on your experience?
Definitely, it is the system you created and like the fees that charges that like goes from here and there that you never expected. It's like there is an income which is like, you know, you're just like trying to collect the pennies, and at the end of the day you have to like just give a portion of it to like the systems, to the online platforms, to here and there, which like in general you don't think about it, but like when it comes together, it turns into like 30%, 40% sometimes of like what your profit.
Yeah, 100%.
So this is like one of the expense that like nobody is thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, especially starting like a new, not really a new, but like when you're doing your own thing for the first few months, that's kind of be like the most challenging part of it. But once you become stabilized, I'm sure you're going to be there forever.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
With everything you've been through, what keeps you in the game? What keeps you motivated?
I think like having the experiences, like the past experiences I have had, is just like, I think I know what not to do. And the most important is like the customers.
Yeah.
Like keeping the customers happy is like is the backbone of the business.
Yeah.
Like nevertheless, like you have the customers only for you. Otherwise, like there is nothing else that like, it doesn't matter like how amazing system you have.
Yeah.
If your customers are not happy with the product that you are serving to them, the next day they are not going to come back. You have to be energetic and authentic and giving your promises every day as you wake up.
I think majority of the entrepreneurs or business people like you, like the real business there is people, like, you know, building relationships with your customers, with your employees, with your vendors, your contractors, everything links go back to the people relationships. If you had to start over tomorrow, would you do it again?
Absolutely, I will do it again if I started tomorrow, because that's what motivates me. I think I'm a hardworking person, and for a hardworking person is never stop. If this doesn't work, just like try another way. The labyrinth doesn't have like only one exit. There are multiple exits, and like we have to just like keep looking for it. And that's how we can polish and figure out what we can do the best. That's not how I started in my life, but like this is where I am right now, because this fits the best right now.
I think a lot of business owners needed to hear that as well. If you're listening and you're in the stage right now figuring out systems, payments, payroll, just know you're not alone as well. You know, everyone goes through that phase. Point of sale is really huge chunk of, you know, the operation system, especially for restaurants or quick service restaurants like you. What is the most important? What are you looking for a payment processing company when it comes to like partnering with you as a business owner?
So I think it is a quite journey when you start a business, partnering with the right system where they are fair to you. POS system, like usually there are fees that they are there that they are promising, but there are hidden fees, there are extra charges, like every now and then, that it is basically squeeze and kill the small businesses that are like, with all my experiences, like I have tried multiple different brands, and all of them, they have like their fees that like is not on the agreement eventually, basically.
100%, yeah.
So that's basically like the challenging thing, and like you have to go through like hundreds of pages to see if there is like something in them or not.
and the statement, even if you're in front of it, like the, payment processing statement or credit card statement, even your personal, right? You don't really understand everything that's on it. Like, even if when you call, like, it's hard to dispute things and all that. So I totally agree with you, whether you're on the entrepreneur side or the consumer side. What about, let's say, payroll in terms of like, do you use a company to pay for the people or you do it alone? Because that's also part of like taking a huge chunk of your time, when you pay your staff or employees, especially when you're growing, from two, it becomes 10 franchises, you know what I mean? Like, do you use a company or is it important for you that their payments are on time, especially these people are on hourly pay?
Absolutely. So yeah, we do work currently with accounting offices.
Okay.
Which is they are taking care of the payrolls. And yes, like, since we are managing like multiple things at the same time, we cannot do everything precisely and in an accurate way. So of course we have to use accountings, we have to use like some people who will check the POS system and everything. So yes, we do use accounting offices for our payrolls. Basically, they are managing it. They are accessing into our system weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. And they are basically preparing everything in terms of like the taxes and like the payrolls.
Awesome. Now, I'll give you also like the chance to promote your own business, which is really amazing. Both are in Brooklyn. Where can they find you?
We have 2 locations in Brooklyn. One of them in Navy Yard, 10 Claremont Avenue in Brooklyn. And the other location is 263 Prospect Park West in Brooklyn. So both locations they call it Holy Pita. Holy Pita. That's our name. That's our brand. And guys, when you come, there is free falafel for you.
Yes.
As you step in, you don't have to buy anything. There is free falafel. So this is our goal, hopefully, to just like anyone who will step in, they don't need to buy anything. It will just like give you a taste of our the flagship item, basically. So. And yes, we are operating in 2 locations. We are a new business. It's been a year and a half that we have started this. And right now we're still tasting our menu and we're trying to make it much more easier and better menu at the moment. So we have like multiple items. Now we're trying to narrow it down and make it more consumer friendly and to expand it more. So hopefully you will see us in multiple other locations. So please visit us in Brooklyn, in Navy Yard, and in Prospect Park location.
Amazing. Thank you, Rezan. Hopefully you guys can visit his 2 restaurants. Eventually it's going to be more than that, 10,000 in the city.
Thank you so much, Rezan.
But yeah, I really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed coming here and being on the show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it for hosting me.
Thank you.
Thank you.